Guys, happy afternoon.
Happy afternoon.
Okay. Now, certain goals are so neatly preset that we don't need to think of, is this a goal or I need to execute? Eating, sleeping, drinking, and a lot of other things. How we also duplicate ourselves and give rise to kids. All these are naturally declared as goals, and we have been executing it very beautifully. Today we are talking about a very important thing. Once we are being gifted to be born as a human being, one of the greatest additional gifts that is given to humans is we are being given what is called as a special intelligence which is not being given to any other species. So in this intelligence, we as humans need to understand the purpose of our life. Most of the time, we forget to understand the purpose of our life and we take life as it comes. Right now, if I am giving you an assignment, a very serious assignment where I am telling you, all of you are going to write your goals before I complete counting from 1 to 15. Are you ready? Ready, steady, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Stop. Close your pens. Close your pens. Close your book. Close your book. If you have not written your goal, that means you have not set your goal already. You are just making an attempt to think and then decide what should be the goal that I will have to write, because right now your goal is not set. The moment I say, can you write down the goal, without even thinking twice, if you would have brought 2-3 thought process which you should have actually penned it up, that means your goal is set. Or else you have still not set the goal. One of the biggest responsibility of we being humans is having goals in our life, and when we do not set the goals, when we do not set our dreams, when we do not set our aims in life, what should I call you? I want to scold you so many bad words, but it will not be nice if I scold you. It would be nice if I ask you to scold yourself. I am good in doing that. Right now, I am going to share one of my beautiful experience. After this experience, you will realize that all of you would have scolded yourself very bad words. And it is my challenge. So let me take up this challenge, trusting Him, the God who is actually trying to help me out in this process. Here is a beautiful story which goes like this. Great are the teachers who get into our life trying to teach us so many beautiful things. I had a very special experience of being with my teacher, and his name is Ravindra sir. He is an excellent teacher. He always tries to teach us out of the box. See, teachers are those who can teach out of the books and out of the box. These are the teachers who can always make you much more stronger if they can start working on the life skills. So that is what today I am going to teach you. One of the life skills that was taught to me by my teacher was about goals. He did not directly specify it, but giving me one such experience, he made me realize how important goal was. And those who are actually without goals, what exactly we should call them. It so happened, it was in our final year engineering. One fine day the HOD called us, his name is Jitendra, as I shared. He just called me and I told, yes sir, we will have a small out of the box one project to be done. We asked, what is that project sir? I'll give a list of 25 such verticals. All of you students will have to group yourself as 4 in a group, and then you will have to choose one such vertical which you are going to spend either for one full day or for half a day, and then you will have to write your experience about the entire day. Because it was a new vertical, there were a lot of interesting things. I and my group found one very interesting, that was being a conductor for a day. Why we liked it so much was, we knew there was one such conductor who became a superstar and he was from Bangalore. So we also wanted to experience that, being a conductor for a day. It was a challenging affair because being a conductor for a day was not an easy task. But we took it as a challenge. We went on Friday, and also on Saturday we met the conductor and we choose the bus route which Rajni sir was actually using, that was from Majestic to Koramangala. So I also choose the same bus route. Majestic is the main bus stand, Koramangala is something which goes towards South Bangalore. We took up the bus and we understood how many stops are there. We also understood what is full ticket, what is half ticket, what is senior citizen ticket, and what is actually pass. How to identify the pass. All these ideas we got, and because we were engineering students, we were good in memorizing. We had memorized everything and we thought we are already through. It so happened we went to the HOD and we told we want to take up this particular vertical, that is being a conductor for a day, and he told, okay, when do you want to do it? This Sunday. He told, I am going to come. And early in the morning at 6 o'clock, our HOD also had come. He also got onto the bus, and I and 3 of my friends, because we were 4 in the team, all of us got into the bus. The conductor gave us the bag, he gave us the ticket. It is not the electronic ticket system what we are having now. At that time, it was only a piece of paper which was bundled. You used to pick up that paper, pin it in one particular place and then give it. That is how the ticketing system was. They used to have a leather bag where all the cash would have been there, and whenever somebody gives any money, the change has to be picked up from the bag and returned. It's a simple exercise. Because we were all prepared, we thought it will be a good experience. As the conductor left us, he gave me the whistle and he told all the best. Conductors all the best really meant all the best. When I whistled, the driver turned back, he looked at all 3 of us and he told all the best. All the best means everything will be right. All the best means nothing will go right for you. Start. We understand this. We thought, what is there? We know everything. If he says all the best, we still know we can do it. We also sarcastically told, thank you. When somebody says all the best, we say thank you. That means thank you very much, we will take care of it. Thank you for your wishes. When somebody says all the best, thank you for it, we know how to handle it. Don't think we are fools. But the conductor left. The driver again looked back before he could start and told all the best. Then we thought, what is going to happen here? Let us take it as a challenge. Because of all this mess, nobody wanted to take the first chance. They finally gave it to me and I told, okay. So we had a small understanding that after every 10 tickets, we will transfer, means after every 10 passengers, we will transfer being a conductor to the next person, again to the next person, again to the next person. So what I did, I was the first person, because the driver was looking at me. I went to the first passenger. I wanted the passenger to tell whatever stop he wants. I wanted to pick whatever note he is giving and give him the change and return the ticket in such a fast manner. The driver should feel these guys are smart. So I went up and asked him, where do you want to go? He told Double Road. Immediately I picked up a ticket, I gave it to him, I picked up his note, I put it in my purse, in my handbag, and then I gave him the change. The speed at which I did, I only felt so good about it. My friends also told, wow. HOD also smiled. The driver told all the best. Then that means something is awaiting. I told, what else will be there? I went to the next passenger and I told, where do you want to go? He told, I want to go to market. I told, excuse me, this bus doesn't go to market. Most of us in our journey, we always sit in the wrong bus and we always pray, I want to go to Kashmir, I want to go to Kashmir, I want to go to Kashmir. But the bus is going away from Bombay to Bangalore downwards and you are praying to God, I want to go to Kashmir, I want to go to Kashmir, I want to go to Kashmir. How will it happen? Something should be realistic. I looked at it, this bus doesn't go to. If you want, please get down. There is another compartment there, means the next one. You go there, the buses will come. He was very happy, he got down, and then I went to the next passenger. I looked at the driver did not say anything because he was busy driving. And the next passenger, I asked him, where do you want to go? He told, I want to get to KR Market. The buses are already left. I thought, don't worry, but this bus doesn't go to KR Market. You come to the next 3 stops, there you can catch up a market bus and the market will go in that direction. He was also happy. I gave him the ticket after 3 stops and I was doing extremely good. 7 over, 8 over, 9 over, 10 also was over, and then I had to hand over my bag to my friend. I was reluctant to hand over because the 11th passenger was a very beautiful looking young girl, college girl, with tight pant, tight shirt. She was very impressive, beautiful, attractive, impressive, all in one package. I could not resist. When my friends told, give it to me, I told, for every 12 we will change. They also agreed because I was helping them in their studies. They told okay. And I went up to that girl. I wanted to show that I am smart. So I went up to that girl with an accent which is quite impressive. I went there and asked, ma'am, where do you want to go? She told something. My heart nearly went up to the driver and the driver pushed it back. What do you think she would have told? For which my heart went there. Driver looked back at me and he told all the best. Anybody, any guess? What would have been the words the girl used for which I did not have any answer? It is like the dharti opened into two parts and I am just going deep inside because I never expected that kind of a lines from a girl. What do you think?
Help.
Help, I would have helped her.
Ticket to the heart.
I would have given, I would have been happy to give. Happily I would have given, I would have rise to heaven. But
I found out a dream.
शादी करो बोलेंगे
huh?
शादी करो
Maybe
Shadi Karo, I would have been happy because I was young, I was ready to get to mingle. So none of this happened. Let me complete it so that we will be a little fast. I was getting ready which ticket to pick up, and I was thinking these are the stops and which of those stops she is going to tell. And as I was getting ready and my question got completed, ma'am, where do you want to go? She looked at me. I don't know where I want to go, give me wherever you want. For a conductor who is ready to give from one of these stops, if the passenger says, I don't know where I want to go, give me wherever you want, what will you do? You are actually shocked with that answer. And you don't know what to do. At least you are telling, ma'am, can I give you the last stop? She told, what did I tell you? I don't know where I want to go. Give me wherever you want. Believe me, every bad words that was actually there inside, it had come till this point. HOD was looking at me, I could not vomit it. Otherwise, every Sanskrit word in my mind was ready to be just vomited out on her. But somehow, because the HOD was looking at me and the driver was looking at me, I was in an helpless state. For the first time in my life, I felt dharti do ho gaye aur mujhe, actually it is trying to consume me. And with all that confusion, I thought maybe she's trying to pull my leg. Then I went and in Kannada I started, Akka, yello hogbek akka. Again in Kannada she told the same thing. You did not understand, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ಲಿಲ್ವಾ? ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಂತ, ಎಲ್ಲನೂ ಕೊಡಿ. ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಕೊಡ್ಲಾ? ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. What will you do? You want to scold her, amma, appa, akka, you want to say B, X, all the bad words you want to pack it into and then you want to throw on her. Now I am telling my friends, you come and ask. They say, no, you complete of that. And our friend who was sitting next to her, I thought maybe he will be rescuing me. I went up to him because I knew both of them have come together because they were sitting so close. I asked, sir, for you and your friend, which stop shall I give? He also told, I don't know where we want to go. You did not hear her say? Give wherever you want. The God is coming up to you and he is asking, where do you want to go? You are actually saying, I don't know where I want to go, give wherever you want me to go. And God is saying, life cannot be like that. You should decide where you want to go. You have got onto this bus. I am only a person who is a co-author of your destiny. I cannot make decision on behalf of you. You should make the decision. I can only ask you where you want to go. If you say this is where I want to go, I will say Tathastu. If you don't, then I will say Tathastu. If you have not decided, still I will say Tathastu, but I am in an helpless state. I am Krishna sitting there, neutral. Arjuna, the positive mind. Duryodhana, the negative mind. They should take actually the choices. They should make the choices. First time I picked up a cigar, Krishna told no. Arjuna also told no, 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 no. Duryodhana told even Rajini sir also smokes. You also smoke. We as teachers use so much of rules and regulations, so many stories, and we speak with so much of intensity to bring a positive change in a personality, and that personality goes up and watches one movie, and within one of that movie is being brainwashed, and he is being told a person who smokes and who drinks and who actually chases the policeman for one such gold biscuit the police takes, he is going to come and he is going to make the police station itself as a small cardboard box, and he will blast it into pieces. What message are we giving to our youngsters? Who is responsible for the cooker bomb? These kind of initiatives only. And we do so much of personality development. We use a lot of our energy to push a fact that you should not do wrong, because wrong will always take you to hell. And one man comes in this so-called movie and he predicts that wrong has to be done to become successful. And all our saying will go pani mein. And we will be in a helpless state. This is what our ITI teachers are experiencing today. This is what a parent is experiencing today. And the same parent is sitting next to his son and watching the same movie, and he sees if they are glorifying drinking, if they are glorifying smoking, if they are glorifying what is called as cruelty, if they are glorifying wrong, then what is the message you are giving to these young hearts, these young minds? You are polluting them to the core. And to convert them, it is highly impossible, because as it is, we know, negative by itself is very, very powerful, positive is very, very weak. I have given you an example of a nectar. An honey, 3 drops of drainage water into an honey of one big container. None of you would like to use that honey, because you know the 3 drainage drops of water has polluted this honey, and you will say that is also drain, put it into the drain. To convert somebody to positive is very, very difficult. Here I am standing, the God is standing in front of you, a Messiah is standing in front of you, the genie is standing in front of you. Your wish is my command, master. What do you want? You have not decided. I don't know what I want. Give whatever you want. The genie says, I am not made for that. I cannot decide what you want. You will have to decide what you want, and I can only get you what you want. That is my job. God also says, my job is to give you what you want, but deciding what you want is your choice. I want to smoke, it's your choice. I want to drink, again it is your choice. But the choice will lead to one consequences which even a layman can say. I consistently keep smoking, cancer is kattitta butti. It is definitely going to hit you on the way somewhere. If I am going to smoke, cancer is definitely there on the way. Lungs damage, definitely there on the way. Tobacco, what kind of people are advertising that? It was one can, then it was one more, and one more. And what are they advertising? Poison. And today you see people in the streets, small, not even they have crossed 11 or 12 years. They go to remote places with a cigar in the hand. They go to remote places, they take 2 packets, they mix those packets, take it, rub it and lift it and put it somewhere there. How difficult it is for us to motivate. These are directly sending you to hell, and they don't realize. So here I go and ask, where do you want to go? And this guy says, I don't know. My friend also doesn't know. I did not have any words to say. I just wanted to scold them, hit them left and right. Take here, shut up. I wanted to do everything possible. But in an helpless state, I asked them, will you come? They told no after 15. Helplessly, I went to the next person. The next person told he wanted to go to the last stop. I gave him the last stop ticket. It was double road stop when an elderly person got in. And along with him, one actually is an adult, around 18, 19 years old boy. He was getting along with his father, But he was looking a little mentally retarded because he was shaking, he was putting his fingers into his mouth, he was trying to suck it. It was looking like a baby's act, and then I also realized that he would have come for a counseling and the man, so without even hesitating a minute, I just helped him to get in. I made some arrangement for him to sit. I made his father also sit next to him. Even before he could ask, I picked up 2 tickets for Nimans. I gave it to him and I told him, sir, here are the 2 tickets for Nimans. He gave me the money. I returned back the change. This attitude the driver liked. For the first time he looked at me and he told, all the best. That means he told, I'm doing good. I was happy. But I was still disturbed why these two are not yet decided where they want to go. Now in that helpless state, Wilson Garden came up, Laksandra came up, and Nimans stop came up. I completed for 5 more such passengers. Then all of a sudden, at the Nimans, when the bus stopped, the driver shouted, Sir, Nimans Bantu. Then immediately the elderly man, he also got down, and that elderly man along with him, there was one adult, he also got down. And then the driver shouted, Ibru Valentine idaralla, avarnu illa elsi, avaru onchuri idu seri illa anta. So I asked them to get down. It may be an imaginary story, I'll stop the story there. For a simple journey from Majestic to Koramangala, which is maximum 45 minutes. For a simple 45 minutes of journey, when a person who has entered in as a passenger, if he has not decided where he wants to go, we call him words, we call him actually mad, we call him a fool, we call him a stupid, and we call what not. Now I am asking all of you educated lot who have already lived off of your life with dignity, not an ordinary life, because you are occupying a pedestal of a leader already. Now the driver, the conductor is coming up to you and is asking, where do you want to go? What are your goals of your life? If you are still thinking to decide and say, what should you scold yourself? What should you tell yourself? A goal is a very important part of your life. Most of the time, if you have not achieved what you have wanted to achieve, then nobody else is responsible, you are alone responsible, because you did not take the right decision at the right time, otherwise you would have achieved whatever you wanted to achieve. And most of the time, initially what you decided you wanted to achieve, slowly you did not achieve what you wanted to achieve because you changed the goal. You started changing the goal. It was not his mistake, it was your own mistake. Let me talk about our childhood so that you understand. We set goals, but we lower the goal according to our convenience. So what we are doing, we set a goal, we look at our convenience, and then we start lowering the goal just to make ourselves feel comfortable. Why? Because when we start getting stressed because we are not able to achieve what we are supposed to achieve, you cannot handle that. So what you do, I think I will come down with my goal, and you have always come down with your goal. Let me share this. When all of us, when we saw the 10th result, when we are looking at that result very seriously, a thought process comes in our mind, all of us. What does it say? Hey Malik, this is not your score. If you had really worked hard, you would have been there. All of you get this feeling? You look at the score and something deep inside says, hey Malik, this is not your score. If you would have really worked hard, if you would have really made a serious attempt to study, then definitely you would have seen yourself there, this is not you. And something acknowledges there only, yes. So what? Then immediately a decision is made. All this is an interaction of Arjuna with the result. Krishna is just watching and is blessing Arjuna, the positive mind. The positive mind looks at this and says, Malik, if you would have really studied, I think you would have seen yourself there. Nothing to worry. Next academic year, you are going to study like you have never studied in your lifetime. Once the academic year starts, you will start studying like you have never studied before. First day in the school, first day in the college, whatever is done in the first class, you will complete off the entire class revision between the first class and the second class. And the second class, whatever is done, if the teacher gives you 10 minutes of break time, within that 10 minutes, you will complete of the revision and preparing of the notes. The same thing will happen in third and fourth, and when it is a break time, you don't need 1 hour's break. So what shall I do? I will use only 15 minutes for my lunch time, and rest 45 minutes I'll do a revision of the entire class. And as soon as I reach after the lunch, the first and the second period, same thing will be repeated. And when I complete my college, I will straight go to home, sit on my study desk, revise everything, prepare every notes that is incompleted, and then study once, and only after that I will go and take refreshment. And after refreshment, I'll again come back to the table, start studying till it is late night, until my mom offers me what is called as dinner. And after dinner, seriously I am going to study till it is late night at 10 o'clock, and then I will sleep early in the morning. Usual, I'll get up at 4 o'clock and I will start studying. This year I did not study, but next year I'll definitely do. You have fixed a goal. But to achieve that goal, what are the hurdles? I'll talk about these hurdles, and then we will go to again goal settings. First day of college happens. First day you need not get up early in the morning, because whatever they do today, you will have to study tomorrow morning. So you go to college on time. As soon as you get into the first class, the teacher comes. Because it is a first class, she says, I don't want to take for entire 1 hour. What I will do, I'll take only for half an hour, and rest half an hour you are free to do whatever you want to do. And the moment your thought starts collecting the information that you had promised, what you saw in the result, your mind says, I had promised myself that I am going to study, and you are about to pick up a pen and start. Immediately everybody is looking at you, and something says, first day only, first class only, why to start? Next class we will start. And then you postpone, you procrastinate it to next class. Next class also the teacher comes, she takes class for half an hour, and she says half an hour is enough today, today is the first class. So I will take only the first part of the lesson, and I will leave free to do whatever you want. At least there you should go and start preparing. And you are about to start preparing, something says you can do it next class. But something also says next class is not working. Lunch break you start off today. Because when you keep on postponing, what we call it as procrastination, consistently procrastinating in the same order, your mind starts feeling allergic to it, and it will say this next class is not working, we will do at the lunch break. And then what happens, when the lunch break comes, you finish off your lunch in 15 minutes, and something in your mind, Arjuna says, hey, start studying. Start preparing notes. You take up the notes, you are about to write. And immediately you say, first day it is not happening, we will do like this. Today once I go in the evening home, I will do everything perfectly. And you will go home today evening, and when you are about to start, you say, first day nothing has happened. Tomorrow, everything I will do it perfectly. From getting up early in the morning at 4 o'clock till the night. And then early in the morning the alarm will ring. You will snooze it. Again the alarm will ring. You will snooze it. What is happening? Every time you set a goal, you need to take some baby steps. When you need to take such baby steps, every such baby steps you want to take, something is actually pushing you to say, you can take it tomorrow, na? That means, I'm not saying don't prepare for this class. Next class you can do, na? Where am I saying don't do? And next day when the alarm rings, I'm not saying you should not get up at 4 o'clock. Instead of 4, you get up at 4:30, what difference will it make? And 4:30 will come. Again you snooze, and you will say, anyway you will have to get up. First day what you will have? Only few things have been done in the class. You can always get up at 5 also, and you postpone, and finally you get up at 6:30 for a college which is at 7:30. Again in an hurry you get ready, and you come to the college, and you start again doing the same process, and you will say, I will do it from tomorrow. And tomorrow will not work. What you will say, from next Monday, I will perfectly start doing. And next Monday comes, again you will say, this Monday is not working. Next Monday, perfectly I will do. You push it to next Monday. And when that next Monday comes, you will say, Monday is not working. Next month first, perfectly I will start doing. Whether it is exercising for my body, whether it is doing yoga, whether it is learning a new lesson, whether it is learning a new skill, whether it is paying a property tax, whether it is paying a electricity bill, everything. And you say, Monday is not working. Next month first I will do. Next month first we will do. Next month first you will do. Next month first is not working. Deepavali will come, na? Before Deepavali, some other festival will come. Yugadi will come, na? For Yugadi, I will start doing everything perfectly. By that time, first test is over and you have scored less marks. You wanted a target of 90%, you have scored 80%. Something deep inside says, if I wanted 90%, right now I am in 60%. How can I achieve 90? Slowly what happens, the starting trouble which started off when you set a goal, you wanted to do, you postpone it. Again, you come there, you wanted to do, you postpone it. Again, you come there, you wanted to do, you postpone it. So what is happening? You are getting into a vicious cycle. Every time you want to do, you push it and you say you want to do from here. Again, you push it. When you are doing this, every time you are doing this, you are consistently under stress. Why? Because consistently you are doing the same thing. So when I actually define what is stress, stress is nothing but the gap between when it should have been done and ultimately when you did it. Alarm rings, you get up immediately. There is no stress. Instead you will say after half an hour, after half an hour, after half an hour, and finally when you get up, are you happy? You are stressed, you are feeling very uncomfortable. I gave you an assignment today. Why? Because I wanted the students to write the assignment so that they learn a lot of new things. But none of the students will go and write today. What they will say? They will do tomorrow. Their mind. When is the submission Saturday? We can do it tomorrow. And again tomorrow comes, they will say we will do it tomorrow. Again one more tomorrow comes, we will do it tomorrow. Finally when they push it to tomorrow, Friday helplessly they will do, but the objective has changed. Initially they wanted to do the assignment and the teacher had given them the assignment with an objective that by doing this assignment the student will learn something new and that will help him in the exam. He had that vision, and those who do the assignment that day or the next day, they will be having an objective of reaching that 80% or 90%. A person who keeps on postponing and Friday when he helplessly is going to do it, what is his objective? His objective is not the exam. His objective is, if I don't do this, my teacher is going to scold. So he writes thinking of the teacher, never thinking of the answers. So what is happening? The goal starts actually disappearing in his mind. He can't handle it. You can't handle it. When the goal starts becoming shaky, you can't handle it. Just to make yourself comfortable, what you would say, this year, instead of 90 or 80%, we'll fix it up to 70%. So what happened? Your goal came down. But will you continue at least there? Again, the same postponing will happen. Starting trouble, procrastination, living with the problem, and ultimately getting into a stress. And when you get into a stress, you give up on the goal, you bring down the goal. Midterm exam is over. You have only scored 60%. You are expecting 80%. Earlier it was 90, you brought down to 80, and after midterm you realize, I think 80 also will not be possible. You bring down the goal to 60%. Last year it was 50%. After midterm, you bring the goal to 60% because you know it is non-achievable. You are not studying as you were supposed to study. And slowly what happens? Again when the same thing continues, you will say, let Deepavali come, I will start studying. Let New Year come. After that, anyway it is exams only. I'll seriously start studying. By that time, midterm is also over. After midterm, one more test is also over. Your performance is only at 50%. And finally you say, what is wrong in getting 50%? As though 50% people are not successful. They are also successful, and you bring down the goal. So every time this is happening, you are bringing down the goal. It was not his mistake, it was your mistake or my mistake, because I brought the goal down. He did not bring the goal down. Did he not have trust in you? He definitely had a trust in you, but you did not have trust in him. Why? Because you thought everything has been achieved by your own skill sets, your own intelligence. No. Sometimes you will not know it happens because of thy will, or what sometimes. Every time it happens because of thy will. You cannot even wink your eye without his wish, without the God's strength. You are sitting here, but are you sitting on your own strength? If I am thinking I am sitting on my own strength, I am actually talking nonsense, because nothing happens without thy will. He cannot without you, and you cannot without him. He and you put together, miracles are possible. I don't know how many of you know, because you are from a different place, a very ordinary movie which was actually been taken up with an objective of even if it crosses 100 days in Karnataka, we'll be very, very happy. And the movie name was called as Kantara. It was such a wonder that nobody is able to guess the kind of super duper hit it has become. And today it is unbelievable how this movie could become such a super hit. And that is what happens when something is done with so much of passion and it is released onto the world. Nothing can stop it from becoming super success. Why? Nothing is in your hand, everything is in his hand. You should do the karma in the right direction, with the right intention, with the right conviction, and giving the results, leave it to him. Here also, when you set a goal, is it your responsibility to take up all the responsibility of achieving the goal? No. You should only take few baby steps. Rest will be done by the universe. Gandhiji did not stand alone as a one-man army and he did not fight the Britishers. He had to carry the thought with him, the goal with him, and keep sharing with n number of people, so that all of them started joining him and results started pouring not only in India, across the world. Across the world, all the colonies that were created by Britishers, all the occupied territories by the Britishers slowly started revolting, and that initiation was done by Mahatma Gandhi. That is the reason they still consider him father of whose nation? No, they call he is a father of every nation who were ruled by the Britishers, and he was responsible for the freedom of every one of them. Why? His goal was very clear. He did not change the goal. You and me, we changed the goal from 80% to 70, 70 to 60, 60 to 50. Yes, sir. Ashtu time aita, sir?
Purna time, sir.
Okay, guys, we'll go for a tea break. ಒಳ್ಳೇದಾಯ್ತು ಕೆಲವರು ತೂಗುಡಿಸ್ತಿದ್ರು ನಾನು ಸಿ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಟ್ರೈನರ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಎ ಚಾಲೆಂಜ್ ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಏನೇನೋ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ನೂ whenever we talk about the goals, let me make few statements and then we will start understanding how the goals work. While I am setting a goal, always remember, whenever I spoke about the goal, when I am setting a goal, please do not ask WH questions. What is the W or WH questions is, how is it I can achieve it? If you ask that goal, that means it is not a goal. That means it is not at all a dream. Who is going to help me to achieve this goal? Then it is not at all a goal. It is not at all a dream. You should never ask such questions. A dream should come without W or WH questions. That is what we call it as a dream. Will it be possible? Again, it is a W question. Don't ask that. You have got nothing to do with this. You will have to hold on to the goal consistently for a longer time. Fulfilling the goal is not your responsibility. Who told you are going to fulfill your dream? The universe is going to fulfill your dream. But you should not give up on the dream. You should not stop taking the baby steps. Whatever you have committed to yourself, start taking that baby steps. I will read every day. Start doing that. Slowly the goals gets organized themselves and the universe will do what it needs to do. That's the beauty of life. That's the reason in not more than, every epic speaks about there is angels and devils living with us everywhere, wherever we are. Every time I utter something positive, the angels will come and say, Tatastu, it shall be done. Whenever you speak negative, the devils will gather in much more larger number and they will say, it shall be done. So for whatever reason, your parents and my parents always have alerted us, do not speak anything negative. Whatever you speak, there will be somebody who will accompany you and will say, it shall be done. So even if you do a mistake, you immediately cut a sorry and say, Bidtu, I don't wanted this to happen. Immediately angels will run away. But what we do, we are not used to it. Today, we are filled with more negative mind than positive mind. Before you could start anything, you will have 101 negative things that will be in line to tell you why it is not possible. But in the same manner, there will not be 101 positive thoughts which will come and say how it can be done. Why? Negative has become more and more powerful. So you need to understand to actually fulfill a dream, there is very little that you will have to do. What is that little? Hold on to the dream until unless it is fulfilled. Don't give up. If you give up, He also cannot help. God also cannot help. When you don't give up, it becomes His moral responsibility to fulfill your dream. Let me explain you. See, the dream has to be engraved deep inside your emotions in so stronger manner. It is like I am trying to drill a hole. I need some water. I drill a hole. If the hole is very shallow, do you think I'll get water? I have a dream. If I am going to make it very shallow, do you think I'll get water? No. So what I should do? I'll have to keep drilling deeper. You may not. I'll have to still deeper, drill deeper. You will not. But once I go deeper and deeper, there is certain threshold which we call it as nth vada. And when that nth vada is reached, the water will gush, the dreams will become a reality. But if you give up on drilling, then nobody can help. You should consistently keep on drilling. Most of the time, you will find there will be an obstacle which will look like it is a dead end. Always remember, it is never a dead end. When you are driving on an highway, all of a sudden you see, hey, the road is going and hitting something. What is it? From far it will look like this. Take few baby steps. Take few baby steps. When you come there, you will see a sign also, a pin. Go right and then there is again a straight line. So it is always like that. When you are inside a tunnel, from here it looks, this tunnel has no opening at all. Who told it doesn't have an opening? If an opening has started, opening has to end there. But with your little vision, you are not able to see that. Why do we call dream can only happen to visionary people? Because visionary people see beyond. We cannot see beyond. Why? Because our visionary is not at all trying to focus beyond. I can give you a simple example. Like all of you, try to see between these two fingers. Try to see me, all of you. With one eye you can't, you close one eye. Sorry, with both the eyes you cannot. You can see me. When you are trying to see me on the board, this becomes blur. Now you start focusing on the fingers. When you start focusing on the fingers, the image here becomes blur. So you should know where should be your focus point. Your focus point should not change from this goal. It should not come down. It should be fixed till your last breath. Then whose responsibility is it to fulfill? It is not your responsibility. It is the universe's responsibility to fulfill. And be smart enough, what is the goal you have asked? Be at least smart enough, what is the bus that you have got onto? You wanted to become a cricketer, you wanted to be a cricketer, and every time you are in the swimming pool swimming. How can you become a cricketer? Catch a different bus. You wanted to go to market, you have got onto Majestic, you have got onto your swimming pool and said, one day I want to become a cricketer, one day I will got to be. Then take bat and ball, practice in the swimming pool at least. You will know how to use the bat. No, I don't want to touch the bat, I want to become a cricketer. That is foolishness. I don't say that will actually fulfill your dream. You will have to take few baby steps. Let me explain how exactly it works. This is a very famous book. If you can Google, you will find a book on Monty Roberts. Why is it a very famous book? Is this man, Monty Roberts, he was a son of a horse caretaker. You know this golf club or golf club, whatever they call, where horses are going to be racing. There, people are going to take care of the horses. Their job is to treat a horse like a pet animal, give him a bath every day, give him a massage every day, give him right kind of food every day, and take care of him as though it is his own personal toy. And that person is called as a horse caretaker. And the son of that horse caretaker was this Monty Roberts. Most of the horse races are seasonal. In one season it will be in one part of the country, in the next season it will shift to another part of the country, in the next season it will shift to another part of the country. At no point of time it is going to stay in one place for more than 3 to 4 months. In such a situation where in a year this is going to shift at least 4 times, As a small boy, Monty was finding it difficult to get adjusted with even the friends. He started to think, I've made friends. Immediately dad will come, oh Monty, yes papa, we are moving, pack your luggage. Papa, 3 months been here, we'll have to move. Papa, is there a way by which we can always stay back here? Then you should have your own horse ranch. Simple statement. Monty says, Papa, I will have one. As a child, our dreams are so powerful, our strength and our superiority complex is so high that we do not care damn about how, when, what, who is going to help, will it be possible or not. You simply say, Papa, I will have my own horse ranch. Beautiful. Now pack your luggage. Again after 3 months, he's shifting. Monty, we are shifting now. Papa, can we not avoid shifting? I told you, you should have your own horse ranch. Try for one. Okay, Papa, I will have my own. And Papa, these horse ranches are stupid horse ranches. There is no school inside. How will students like me study? Papa says, you can build your own school in your horse ranch. Is that okay? Now get ready. You need to go. 3.5-year-old boy, 4.5-year-old boy, 5.5-year-old boy. The same thing continues. Every time his papa says we will have to shift, the same question is being fired, and every time the father's answer is you will have to have your own ranch. Every time he finds a little uncomfortableness, he comes to his papa and says, Papa, what is this? There is no proper garden for us to play. Anyway, you are having your own horse ranch which is going to come in future. Nah. Yes, Papa. Build a very beautiful garden. He visualizes a garden and he has already built a garden in his dreams. And when he is at his +2, a personality development trainer comes and she speaks about a topic called as dream chart. Dream chart is one of the main topic which we always speak whenever we speak on goals and dreams. So you will have to create a chart of your own where you are actually picturizing visually your dream that you want to achieve. You can ask anybody who has been taking up these sessions. Dreams will definitely become a reality if you are capable of creating that dream chart themselves. Without asking who is going to help me, whether it is going to be possible, when it is going to be possible, who all are going to support me, which godfather will come and help me. No questions asked, you will have to simply create a dream chart. The teacher explains about a dream chart and he says a powerful dreamer is the one who can create a powerful dream chart, and if the dream chart is created, the rest is for the dream chart to take care, for the universe to take care. Please create a dream chart. When this was told for the first time, Monty felt so happy. He created a beautiful dream chart where everything was picturized so beautifully that he is having around 100 acres horse ranch. He is having a separate school for those who are working there, separate garden for the school, separate garden for the visitors, separate guest houses. So beautifully done with lot of picturization. He has even given colors of what he is going to use inside and outside. So beautifully when it was done, the teacher looked at it and she felt wow. But the teacher started feeling a person who is a son of a horse caretaker, how is it going to be possible for him to even have a horse ranch? Even owning one horse will not be easier. Horse ranch means owning the entire breed of horses, which is not going to be possible. What she says, she thinks it is an unrealistic dream, and when the chart was submitted for marks, she writes it in a red pen as F. That means failed. Please come and meet me. And the dream chart is returned to every student. Everybody looks at the dream chart and they have got A's, few have got A plus, B, C, C plus, all are happy. But when Monty opens up his chart, it has been written failed, come and meet me after the class. When the teacher was there, he wanted to ask, the teacher says, meet me after the class. Then after the class, when everybody goes, Monty comes, he talks to the teacher and he says, ma'am, what is this? Why is it F? Monty, yours is an unrealistic dream, Monty. I don't think so you can achieve it. I know your father is a horse caretaker. You don't have enough money to even buy a few extra pair of clothes to yourself, and you are thinking of all this. Do you think it's going to be possible? Ma'am, I am very clear it is possible. No, Monty. I don't want to give you false hopes. If you really want any other grade, change your dream chart and get it to me. He was very, very upset. He goes home. Again, his father is there. Father never talks out of intelligence in that quick sense of what we call it as a common sense attire. He speaks something which is a reality. He goes up to his father and says, Father, I have created a dream chart, which is my dream chart. But if your teacher says this is not a realistic dream chart, father says a real thing. Who is your teacher to say what your dream chart should be? Who is she to even correct your dream chart? Your dream chart is yours. I think you should not change for anybody else. I don't know what he understood. He goes back to ma'am and says, Ma'am, I'm going to hold on to this dream chart. You keep that gift. I don't want to change my dream chart. And he comes back boldly. And all this guess was being done when the teacher was actually in one of the horse ranch, and the same teacher was looking at a very big dream chart which was actually framed in golden frame, and it was kept there. The frame was so big, the dream chart was so small, and it was written my dream chart and down Monty Roberts. When the teacher looked at it, Monty was there who just walked in, because Monty wanted students to realize that everything can be a possibility. So he used to go to all schools and colleges, invite them for a free camp, and he used to allow the school and college students to camp there for a day and live a life and see what really happens there. He wanted to give out to the world something which he had experienced. He never wanted them to feel that anything is impossible. And as he entered, he looks at his teacher who was in tears looking at the chart, and the teacher looks at Monty and says, Monty, I'm sorry, you should excuse me. Ma'am, it's okay. No, Monty, I was your dream stealer. Why she calls herself a dream stealer? Because most of the time in our life, our loved ones only will be our dream stealer. You go to your wife and say, I want to go to army. She will say, where is that? Because it is not, she doesn't want, she wants, but at the same time the love towards you is so high that some of the loved ones don't want you to take any such risk. Papa, I want to do a business of 1 crore. Doob jayega to, because you don't know what business is, because you have been always working for companies. And then you realize, no, I don't want you to take such a risk. I know your uncle took such a risk and he has become bankrupt. Sure. His experience is sharing. Sometimes your own loved ones will become what is called as dream stealers, because they think of you on their capacity and they are going to evaluate. That way, if they would have done, Abdul Kalam wouldn't have become an astronaut. Tribal women, what we call Draupadi Murmu, wouldn't have become so-called president of India. Or a chai wala wouldn't have become the president. Sorry, the prime minister. Or even this paper boy, Abraham Lincoln, wouldn't have become the greatest president of United States of America, and this black boy wouldn't have become second time actually president of United States of America, and wouldn't have occupied the White House, which was only meant for white. So always remember that whenever you have a dream, you will have to just hold on to the dream and start taking few baby steps, and automatically things will bring it to reality. Same thing happened with Dhirubhai. Today when I talk about Monty Roberts, he has multiple horse ranches under his hat. Not 1 or 2, he has many. All are 5-star luxury horse ranches. Why? As a boy he had dreamt and he made it a reality. He held on to it. Same thing happened with Dhirubhai. It so happened one day when his family was a very poor family. There were 3 kids, and one day the youngest of all of them was very hungry, and he was sick also. Mother used to work from morning till evening. Whatever was that she earned, she used to buy food and she used to prepare the food. She used to make it as 4 parts. Every part was given to everybody, and 1 part was preserved in case one of them will ask. So that if somebody asks, I'll give my share, and he is happy, and I will drink water and sleep. This is how the mother lived her life. That day when the youngest was very sick, he did not know what to do, because he was feeling more hungry because of the tiredness. He was having fever and some tablets were given to him. He feels like he needs more. He is about to ask his mom, Mom, I want more. Immediately one of the elder brothers says, what is this here? You want to take from the mom's share? He shouts, I did not ask from mom's share. Mom, I don't want it from your share. Give me something else, but I want something. Mom is in an helpless state. He says, I don't have anything, I can give mine. No, Mama, I don't want yours. You give me something else. Mom is crying and saying, Beta, I don't have anything. You have mine. I don't want yours, Mommy. You give me something else. Mom is in an helpless state. She, with tears, she doesn't know how to react. This middle boy, he stands on his foot. He was around 3.5 or 4 feet. He looks at his mom and says, "Mom, don't worry, mom. I will actually become crorepati. I will earn crores and crores of rupees. I think we will never have to starve." These are the words told by this as a boy. Immediately there will be dream stealers, I told you. Elder brother says, "Hey भैया, 100 रुपए का नोट देखा है, 10 रुपए का देखे होगे, 100 रुपए का नहीं देखा है, हाँ, 1000 की बात भी नहीं कर रहा है, लाखों की बात भी नहीं कर रहा है, करोड़ों की बात कर रहा है, क्या मुमकिन है? पागल." Then our mom says, "No, Dhiru, continue with your dream, Dhiru. It shall become a reality." And that is what happened. A legend was born who, from an ordinary small-time jobs and going on to the streets of stock exchange, the mill road, where he starts working as an agent to sell those what is called as a cotton thread. From there, and also working in a petrol bunk as a petrol bunk bunker who actually pours petrol into the 2-wheelers or 4-wheelers. From there, he built a big dynasty of 15,000 crores worth. Today, his son Anil and the other one, they are enjoying only because of the dynasty what he built. So, you need to have a powerful dreams. So, what is the reason we need to have a powerful dreams? Then, let us also ask, what is a goal and what is a dream? We need to understand the definition properly. Now, the best way of understanding is, what is a dream? Dream is something you intend to do, something you want to achieve. Now, in order to achieve that dream, I can set what is called as goals. So, when I keep it as a goal, it will also have action steps plus target date. It should not become that you consistently keep on hunting, and a day will come where your target date has crossed and you are in an helpless state. That should not happen. You should have goals. Let the goals be with proper action steps and with proper target date so that it can be achieved. It so happened that one of my friends, as I told you earlier also, during our final year engineering, after the graduation day, we had a small party. In the party, casually while we were talking, all of us started answering a simple question: what kind of a wife are you looking for? Everybody spoke a lot of things, and here was my friend. He told, "I want a perfect wife. She should be this, she should be this, she should be this, she should be this, she should be this." Everybody told, "If you don't get, I will hunt, I will actually look for one, and only then I will marry." Most of us, just in that humor, we told, "You will never get in your life." And it so happened that after that, he went to his own job, I went to my own job. After 5 years, I happened to meet him in one of the malls. I was with 2 kids and I asked him, "Oh, where is your wife and kids? Did you find that perfect wife?" No, I'm still hunting." Then after 5 more years, we met him. My kids have already grown up, and I go up to him and I meet him in one of the amusement park. I thought at least in the amusement park he will be with his family, but he was all alone. I asked, Did you? "No, I'm still looking for. I did not get a perfect one." Now he's already 40. After 5 years, last time also I met him. I stopped him and I asked, "Did you find one?" He told in a smile in his face, "Yes, I did find one." What happened? But she did not feel I am a perfect for her. I wanted a perfect wife and she wanted a perfect husband. She did not feel I am actually perfect for her, so I had to give up my search. Then what you did? I married somebody which my mom told. So there should be a target date. Why did you take such decision? I was already 45. Few more days I wouldn't have actually assumed that I can marry also. You cannot do that. So there should be what is called as a target date. Whenever you set a goal, it is your dream only, the aim of your life, your ambition of life. That ambition should definitely have some action steps, and it should definitely have a target date. That is how we relate goal. Now always remember, why should we have a goal? A very beautiful statement for you to understand. Powerful goal or powerful dream is required because only this powerful dream makes the dreamer powerful. All of us are dreamer, but we don't have powerful dreams and we are not ready to hold on to that dream till it gets manifested into what is called as reality. What we do, we give up on the dream, or we bring down the dream a little by little, little by little, little by little. That way you cannot achieve your goals. That way you cannot achieve your dreams. So if I ask, why has to be there a powerful dream? A powerful dream has to be there because only a powerful dream can make a dreamer powerful. Only a powerful dream can make an ordinary person a powerful personality. A very ordinary barrister had a dream of freedom for the entire country, made a very ordinary barrister a powerful Mahatma Gandhi or a father of nation. For that reason you need a dream. And why do we need dreams? A very ordinary middle class or a lower middle class family boy, Dhirubhai Ambani, who did not have food for the dinner, a powerful dream made this ordinary boy change his 50,000 turnover company to 75,000 crores turnover company in 50 years. So a powerful dream is required to make an ordinary dreamer very, very powerful. That is the power of your dream. Again the same, a ordinary school teacher who came in an exchange program, who had such a strong feeling towards people who were dying on the streets of Calcutta. There was a strong and hardcore want in her, a conviction in her that she wanted to help as many people. She wanted to help everybody. Her actual goal was so infinite, it had to be fulfilled. Today when you look at missionary of charity, it is highly impossible to imagine how this ordinary girl from India could actually manifest such a big reality in the world. Every hospital that you can think of today is under the missionary of charity. St. John's Renedo, St. Martha's Renedo, you think of any hospital across the world, it is a part of missionaries. And that was powerful. Why? Because an ordinary school teacher had a powerful dream, transformed an ordinary teacher into Mother Teresa, and recently 2-3 years back she was also given sainthood. Sainthood means nearly God name, God herself. Very rarely the Christianity adores or actually says or declares somebody a saint, and we are happy that an Indian was done that. And again I am telling you, the dream as like you have a thought process, you will have to hold on to the thought process and keep pushing it. Like when I talk about Monty Roberts, every time he suffered that transfer from one location to another location, his dream became so powerful, it went on going deep into the subconscious state. So dreams are the thought process which you push from the conscious mind into the subconscious mind. You keep on pushing. When you keep on pushing harder and harder and harder, at the end drill, that will touch what is called the superconscious. When it touches the superconscious, it gets manifested into reality. So we'll be using lot of statements when we talk about dream as manifestation of a dream. Manifestation of a dream means your dream becoming a reality. For that to happen, you will have to consistently hold on to the dream and keep pushing deep into your subconscious state. And there is at one point from the subconscious state, it will reach what is called a superconscious state. Then the dream will get materialized into reality. So that is the skill set of you which you will have to follow. Now, what is a conscious mind? Conscious mind is all our inputs that gets into your mind, and there is one layer which will take, and then either it will push it to the subconscious state or it will have it for some time and it will dilute it. But when I say it multiple times, it is helpless, but it has to push into the subconscious state. So what you will have to do, if I have a dream and if I want it to be pushed into a subconscious state, again and again I will have to keep uttering that dream. I want to achieve this, I want to achieve this, I want to achieve this. When I keep on consistently pushing that, then it becomes a reality. Like if I wanted something to be remembered for the exam, what do? We say revise it multiple times. When I keep on consistently revising, it gets into a subconscious state. And subconscious state, when I keep on again consistently revising, it drills inside, it drills inside, it drills inside. Once it touches the superconscious state, once it touches that nth vada may come after 1 day, after 1 year, after 10 years, after 40 years, after 50 years, after 55 years. KFC, he was successful only after 55th year. Abraham Lincoln was only successful after 65th year. Till then, he was only successful in actually failures. He was never successful. Success never had welcomed him. It was always a failure. So many alarms. Okay. Everybody is saying, sir, enough, sir. Okay, now we'll go for a powerful dream will make a ordinary dreamer powerful. That is what happened to Walt Disney. All of you know, this person was a very ordinary, what we call ambulance driver. He was a simple ambulance driver, but his dream was not simple. Every time he had free time, he used to sit next to the ambulance late in the night. He used to observe. He used to see a mouse coming in, going out, coming in, going out. Because he never had a luxury of having his own house and sleeping. Sometimes he had to sleep in his own ambulance. That is how he lived his life. But his dream was big. When he observed the mouse actually moving here and there, that is when a concept of Mickey Mouse came. After the concept of Mickey Mouse came, he drew that Mickey Mouse, and for the first time he designed a cartoon of mouse. And when this Mickey Mouse character became a super duper hit, he did not stop. He continued to make it bigger and bigger and bigger. That is when he started what is called as Disneyland 1. And when this Disneyland 1 was started, it was amazingly a surprising and a memorable feeling. Everybody who went into Disneyland 1 felt like what an amazing, superb reality it is. Virtual reality, so much of interesting things, so much of interesting slides, so much of interesting 5-dimensional movies. It was amazing. The experience was humongous. He did not stop there. He also wanted to do something much more bigger. So he creates what is called as Disneyland 2 in his vision, and he starts working on it, and the project was about to complete in a month's time. Because of some accidental reason, Walt Disney passes away. It so happens when Walt Disney passes away, why I am talking about this is, a dream is something which is being felt and realized in the dream so much in reality, only then on the outside world it can become a reality. So when one of his brother and a few of his cousins were attending this inauguration function, because they never wanted to change the date, because Walt Disney was a name of time. He followed a time discipline like nobody else. He never wanted that inauguration date and time to be changed. His cousins and brother also did the same thing. The inauguration happened. The news, all the press were allowed to experience it. After they had experienced it for the whole day, a press meet was organized in the evening. In the press meet, one of the reporters, he a little sarcastically asked, "Sir, it was such a beautiful experience, Disneyland 2. But I have a question to you. Don't you think your brother lost this experience? You should have experienced this before death." Immediately, his brother, without getting angry, he just stops him. "Excuse me, what did you say? My brother did not experience it?" My dear friend, if my brother wouldn't have experienced it in his dream, you wouldn't have experienced this in reality. Always remember, it was his dream which has come into reality. That means how many times in reality you would have thought in his dream. Never ever ask such a question. And that is the power of a dream. A powerful dream makes a very ordinary dreamer very powerful. Simple example of Disneyland 2. And even most of the time what we say, you should have powerful goals because you are not going to fulfill. Oh, the entire existence is going to rearrange itself to fulfill it. Again I am telling you, the entire existence is going to rearrange itself to fulfill it. You will have to do nothing. What do I mean by I'll have to do nothing? Let us take the story of Tenzing Norgay and Edmund Hillary. Edmund Hillary lives in New Zealand. Tenzing Norgay lives on the foothills of the Himalayan mountains. Tenzing Norgay they are a community of people where their only occupation is yak gazing, yak milk, yak meat, yak whatever the wool what they get, and they also help the tourists to have a small gathering, and few of the ordinary tourists who come there, they want to experience the mountain, so they help them to climb a little distance. They are also very scared of getting onto the top of the mountain because now mountain climbing is a little safer compared to what it was earlier. But if I go much more earlier during the time of Tenzing Norgay and Edmund Hillary, there was a chance of 50-50. If 100 people got onto the Himalayan mountain to climb Mount Everest, not even 30% would be successful. Sometimes not even 10% would be successful. At least if they are not successful, will they return back with life? No, everybody would have been lost there. So that was the danger there. As a small boy, this Tenzing Norgay, he admired this Mount Everest so much that as a young boy, every time he looked at the mountain, his father and mother used to ask him, "Hey, how is that mountain?" As a baby, he used to say, "Mama, so nice is the mountain, I will climb on that." As a small boy, Mama also told, okay, good, you will climb. Father also told, good, climb. But this dream of his, this wish of his, as he started growing, became stronger and stronger. And his mom comes to know there are a lot of people who have died because of that. Our own brother died, our own uncle died. And then one day when she was casually asking, "Hey Tenzing, what do you want to become?" "Mama, I want to climb on that Mount Everest." Mama gets angry. "Next time you say Mount Everest, I'll break your leg." His mother is only his dream stealer out of love. She thinks it is such a dangerous part. He should not be doing that. Next time, anytime you say me that you are going to climb, I'll break your leg. Did you get what I say? Yes, Mama. And 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, 10 years, he doesn't tell his mom, but his deep inclination of actually climbing Mount Everest is so deep and so hard, he is getting it drilled into his subconscious state. It has come deeper. One day, as a 12-year-old boy, he is attending a small, you can call it as a discourse. Why we call that as Dalai Lama had visited the foothills of Himalayan mountain, and then he was preaching them about something good. And while he was talking about spirituality, meditation and good, and he was listening to their problem, their occupation, it was so wondering and it was such an irritating experience for him, because when the entire villagers are looking at him like this and they are listening to him, there is one boy who is exactly turned on the opposite direction and is looking at the tallest mountain there. Dalai Lama is so disturbed. Many a times he ask him to turn back. Every time somebody tells him, he is least bothered, he is only looking at the mountain. After he completes a 1 hour of speech, helplessly he had no other way but he had to go and ask him what is that he is doing. He goes up to him. Right at that moment also he is not distracted. His vision is very clear and he is watching at the mountain. Our mother, who is sitting in the front, she did not see that she is watching at the mountain. When Dalai Lama goes and he taps on him, he looks back and for the first time he sees that there is this Guruji, and he looks at the Guruji and says, "Guruji, namaskar Guruji." "My dear boy, the way you are looking at this Mount Everest, it fascinates me. What is that in your mind?" He says, "Guruji, I want to be on the top of that mountain multiple times." "You shall do it, my son. Hold on to that dream." "But Guruji, my mom says she will break my leg if I say I'm going to at least see the Mount Everest or forget about climbing." Out of love she says, "But hold on to your dream, son. You need not. God is there now. He will create an ambience for you to fulfill." After 10 years, after that incident, his dream of climbing the Mount Everest becomes stronger and stronger. Now a 12-year-old boy is an FT adult of 19 years old with a very comfortable attitude. He is that guy and a very physically strong. It so happens that Edmund Hillary had made multiple attempts of climbing Mount Everest and he had failed miserably. He thinks of, "I need to make one last attempt." Why does he think? Because a goal, a powerful goal, forces the entire existence to rearrange itself. Why? To fulfill this man's dream. What was his dream? "I want to climb on the Mount Everest." So on the other part of the globe, from New Zealand, a person comes to the foothills of the mountains and he picks up one boy who can carry his luggage. That is actually Tenzing Norgay, and they start climbing. After they start climbing, rest is miracles. This was the first such two joined together who climbs Mount Everest, and this is a photo that was first taken on the Mount Everest. That is the beauty of these two people. Because both were there, both could not take the photo, and Tenzing Norgay did not know how to take a photo. So what they do, because they were wearing cap and all, he dresses himself like what we call Edmund Hillary, and he holds on to the New Zealand flag, and then it is Edmund Hillary who clicks the photo, and in his book that picture is been put in all the paper. The picture is been published telling that Edmund Hillary finally captures Mount Everest. All the New Zealand headlines writes. Only after 10-15 years, Edmund Hillary in one of his autobiography, he describes and he says that photo that was actually published in the newspaper, it was not my photo. I had to helplessly actually pretend and make Tenzing Norgay dressed like me hold on to that New Zealand flag because he did not know how to use a camera. Why? Because the entire existing had to rearrange itself to fulfill the dream of Tenzing Norgay. So when a dreamer is powerful, it is not you will have to do. The entire existence, the universe is going to rearrange itself so that the dream can become a reality. I can give you a number of such examples. I have always told you there was one person, Martin Luther King Jr. He is that person. When I say about Martin Luther King Jr., he was the first very famous, a very good personality, what we call a politician in United States of America. First black man. Very powerful. Every time Martin Luther King Jr. had an opportunity to address a huge gathering, he always uttered and he told a statement, I have a dream that my 4 children will one day live in a nation where there will be no judgment by the color of their skin but by the content of their character, and this White House will witness there is no color discrimination. He makes this statement in various different ways in every time he gets an opportunity to speak in front of the audience. Every time he speaks this, people ridicule and they also make a sound of oh. Why they make that sound? Because the White House was named White House because they never wanted any black to even work there. Forget about a black becoming a president. But when you utter the dream, let there be a reality neatly defined. Maybe if this guy would have said, I have a dream that I will see, the White House will not see any color discrimination. Maybe in his presence only that would have become a reality. But he never tells that. He tells, I have a dream that my 4 children, because his dream was his 4 children at least should witness that this White House will have no color discrimination. After his death, exactly 14 years after his death, his children will witness for the first time a Kenyan born boy, Obama, becomes the first black president of United States of America, and he continues to become president twice. Why? Because Martin Luther King Jr. had a dream, and his dream was so powerful that the entire existence had to make a lot of arrangement, bring a family from Kenya and make him a powerful speaker, make him a powerful public speaker, make him a powerful politician on a smaller level, and then when he starts growing on a larger scale, he becomes actually a reality. Maybe it was one such dream name. There was many such freedom fighters who died and who uttered these words in front of the Britishers telling, एक दिन ऐसा आएगा, इस चक्रव्यूह में, इस चक्र में हम ऊपर है, आप नीचे रहोगे. अभी आप ऊपर हो, हम नीचे हैं. एक दिन ऐसा आएगा, हम ऊपर रहेंगे, आप नीचे रहेंगे. ये चक्र है. सबको अपना अपना हिसाब चुकाने का वक्त मिलेगा. And today that is a reality. Let us not take it in a sarcastic manner. Today the Britishers are being ruled by an Indian origin. Let us be happy about it. No ego, not to compare it to anybody else. Why? Because there were a lot of dreamers who lost their life fighting against the Britishers, who gave up their life getting hanged, and their last wish was a din aisa aayega where you will be chased out of this India and then we will be ruling you. It may not be in reality the same sense, but yes, an Indian origin has become a prime minister of that place. It is highly remarkable and we should feel happy and proud about it. Why? When the dreamer is powerful. That means when the dream is powerful, the entire existence rearranges itself so that the dream can become a reality. I am expecting you also to have a dream and keep consistently working on it. So in the same manner, when we work on lot of such examples, I can take Ratan Tata's example also. It so happens one day when Ratan Tata was on his way back to office in New Delhi, it was raining very badly. When he looked at that rain, he could feel there were a lot of two-wheelers who were trying to pass, and when it starts raining, they are in an helpless state because they cannot stop themselves from getting wet because they will not find shelter at the center of the road. He was watching just next to him one scooter, Vespa scooter. One of the father who's driving, he comes and stops next to Ratan Tata's car. Ratan Tata is having a one-sided window. Nobody is able to see who is sitting here. Ratan Tata is watching them. There is a father who is holding on to his Vespa scooter. There is his son who is standing in the front. Okay, father is bending a little so that he should not get wet. And there is a daughter behind him, and behind the daughter his wife is sitting. Our wife is putting on that veil so that our daughter should not get wet. Everybody is playing their role to see to it nobody else should get wet. But in that action, nothing is working, everybody is wet. When he was observing this, when you look at his observation, I will just explain you. What he found was, here is the scooter, father, son, daughter and a wife. He just had to imagine, what if I can give a small at the cost of the two-wheeler, and definitely it became a reality. With the subsidy that was declared by the then government, if it was today's government, all the middle class family would have enjoyed the luxury of getting that car at a cost of 60,000-70,000 rupees. Today, a two-wheeler is not going to cost you less than 1 lakh, and that became a reality. And Tata Nano became a reality. Why? It was one man's dream, and the entire existence had to reorganize itself. Within next 6 to 7 years, Nano is being launched and the car has been released, and it was a super duper hit, no doubt at all. But the subsidy was withheld in some of the states. That is where it hit back. Otherwise, it was a super success. Like that, always, whenever you are thinking of how to get the goals or dreams fulfilled, let us understand what should be our things that we will have to do. We have understood that dream is very important. What is a dream? We have also defined what is a goal. Goal is equal to dream plus action steps plus the target date. Beautiful. Why should I dream? Only by dreaming, an ordinary person with an extraordinary dream changes the ordinary person into an extraordinary person. We understood that. If I am going to dream, is it going to become a reality? Will I have to work? No, you need not work. Who is going to work? The entire universe will work in order to make it a reality. But what should I do? I should hold on to the dream and take few baby steps. Everything told perfectly. Now let us go to the next part of it. How to get the goals or dreams or aims fulfilled. How should I do it? First, define your goals. Earlier also I told you, if I need to sow the seed deep into my subconscious state, if I need to learn the skill set of driving, I should push it into deep subconscious state. What should I do? I should practice more and more and more. I don't know which is that nth hour of practice. Every time you don't get hold of it, you will ask the master also, Sir, yen sir bartane illa, ನಮ್ಮ ಅಣ್ಣ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ದಿನಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಕಲ್ತ್ಬಿಟ್ಟ, ನೀವೇನು ಸರ್ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗೇ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಏ ಇಡಿಯಟ್ ಓಡಿಸು, ಅದು ಪಾದಗಾಡು ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಇಡಿಯಟ್ನ ಮನಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂತಾನೆ, ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಆಚೆ ಸರ್ ಓಡಿಸಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಕೆಲವ್ರಿಗೆ ಬೇಗ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಕೆಲವ್ರಿಗೆ ಲೇಟಾಗಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ನಾನಾದರೆ ಎಂತ ವಡ ಅಂತ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಅವ್ರು ಎಂತ ವಡ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತಾ? ಅವನು ಎಂತ ವಡನೇ ಬೇರೆ, ನಿನ್ನ ಎಂತ ವಡನೇ ಬೇರೆ, ಯು ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್. ಏನೋ ಬರ್ತಾನೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಎಂತೆಂಥ ಡ್ರೈವರ್ನ ನಾವು ಕಲಿಸ್ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೋ, ಅವರು ಅದನ್ನೇ ಅಂತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇವನು ಅದನ್ನೇ ಅಂತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸ್ಲೋಲಿ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ 2-3 ಡೇಸ್, ಸಾರ್ ಬರ್ತಿದೆ ಈಗ, ಅದನ್ನೇ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು ಇಡಿಯಟ್ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡು, ಸರ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಬಂದೇ ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ, ಯು ಗಾಟ್ ಇಟ್. ಸೊ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಪುಷ್ ಇಟ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಗೋಲ್. You should have a clarity of what is your goal. No confusions at all. Full clarity. You should be able to create a dream chart of your own. If you can, please create a dream chart and share it in my WhatsApp number. It will get definitely fulfilled. If you create it, it shall get fulfilled. So it will get fulfilled. Then it will not.
Sir, define your goal, I think so.
No, your goal only. Define your goal. Define my goal. It is your own goal. Define your goal. How do I define my goal? Write down my goal clearly and place it visible in all the places so that it keeps touching me and telling me I want to become this, so let me take a few baby steps. I want to become this, so let me take few baby steps. If I wanted to be slim, let me declare that and put some posters of slim guys and tell myself, even in the kitchen I'll put, even on the dining table I'll put, when there is a jamun which is tempting me to eat, what will I say? I will not eat jamun because I have a target of time. If I forget my dream, what happens? I will be forced to do this. If I don't forget my dream, the dream will not allow me to do this. That is the reality. So, write down your goal very clearly. Make your dream prominently appear in all the places. It is very important, simple. I'll give you a reverse order. That which I want to forget, I should make it not appear anywhere. Then I will forget. Assuming there was one such grandmother who was so loving, the grandson misses her from so much in deep that she's not able to handle it. She gets into depression. When you get into a counseling, what does the counselor say? You take your daughter to some place where no memory of the grandmother will enter her. Otherwise, there is no other way. She will get into a deep depression which will hurt her future. So what the parents will do? They will shift that house. They will go to a new house completely. In that new house, it is new memories. At no point of time, the daughter is capable of even remembering her grandmother. Sometime here and there she will remember and she will forget. But if it was her house, if she opens her bed, she will feel like grandmother was standing there. If she sees one photograph, grandmother is there, next to her she is there. If she gets into a kitchen, she will remember grandmother offering her a milk. If she gets into the bathroom, she remembers grandmother giving her a bath. So all this thought process which is there in your memory, when it comes back to you often and often, you will not forget. That is very dangerous. But dream, you should not forget. So what you should do? You should make it appear everywhere. Bathroom, you put it. Restroom, you put it. Dev room, God's room, you put it. Dining room, you put it. Footwear, where you open the foot, there also you put it. So that it should appear. Make your dream prominently appear. When defining the goal, don't think of how most of us do this blunder. Whenever we are writing our dream, we always start questioning the reality. Is it going to be a reality? Is it going to be possible? Do you think it is possible? Then write the dream. Then it is not a dream. You should write the dream first, and later on we will see how and what all has to be done to achieve it. Simple. Next, dream big that makes you excited to achieve it. See, dream should be something which is unachievable. If you are already getting 80% and you are going to your mom, my dream is to get 80%. What your mom says? Thunila, you are already getting 80%. What do you call my dream is to get 80%? Keep your dream that your dream is to get 100%. Mama, you keep it 100, you will reach 100. She will attempt for 100. If it is not 100, at least 98 she will reach. And your dream has to be big that makes you excited. If it is not making you excited, it is not a dream. If it is not making others excited, it is not a dream. You call others, come, I will show you how to jump. And you really can't imagine how I jump. And I come here, I jump from here till here. What will you say? Idiot. He called us from outside because he wanted to show us he's going to jump from here and here. Then I said, no, not that. I will jump from this place to that place. Then, hey, you cannot. Do you think it's going to be easy? You will break your legs. It's highly impossible. Think of reality. Don't think like a fool. Then that is a dream. Hold on to that dream. If 10 people say, hey, it is possible, then change your dream. That is not a dream. That is something which is achievable. So, dream big that makes you excited to achieve it and define that goal in writing. And when someone hears about your dream, the first question should be, how would you achieve it? It's too big to achieve. Do you think it's going to be possible? Not at all. Climbing Mount Everest, not at all possible. Just thinking about the dream should send shivers on their spine. That is what you should do when you are defining a dream. When you share it with your loved ones, they should say impossible. then it is a dream. If they say it is a possible, change your dream. That means it is not your dream. You are not pushing yourself too much. You are capable of doing much more phenomenal and surprisable and humongous things. Don't stick on to simple things in life. That means you are living life out of what is called as convenience. What dream? If I get 10,000 to 12,000, that itself is my dream. So you are living a life out of convenience. Then what is conviction? I am getting 15,000. I should get 1.5 lakhs in next 2-3 years. Otherwise, I don't want to work only. I'll start my own business. That is a dream. Yes, now you work. So it has to be so big. And third, very important is when you fix up a dream chart is done. You have tested whether the dream is really powerful. How? You have shared with 2-3 people and they have told not possible. Then you hold on to that dream. Second one is over. Now third, now start acting towards the dream. When Gandhiji told, हम लोग उसे भगा देंगे अहिंसा, if all of them would have told, hey, possible है Gandhiji, then it was not a dream. People ridiculed. It's highly impossible. What are you asking for is nonsense. It is not going to work. Then I will hold on to this dream. That is what is called as reality. When Mother Teresa told, I want to start missionaries of charity, multiple hospitals, she did not say one hospital. She also did not say one clinic. She told multiple hospitals so that none of these who are on the street should be lying unattended. That is my dream. So please consider my resignation letter. And the principal told, Amma, do you think it is going to be possible? Our second evaluation is done. When that person questioned it is highly impossible, stick to that dream. If that person says it is possible, change your dream. That is how you will have to do. Act in reality. You cannot act in dreams. Baby steps have to be taken. You cannot think I am batting. Tendulkar did not think he is batting. He went to the field and he kept on batting from morning till evening. His schedule, even as a 6-7 years old boy, was too tight. You cannot imagine. You cannot even think of following it for few days. Forget about following it for years together. You should get up early in the morning, wear his uniform, on that wear his track, pick up a train, go to the field, keep practicing until it is 7:38, pick up a train, go to the school, change his clothes, enter the school with the uniform, complete the school, evening again pick up the same train, wear a new same tracks which he is carrying in the bag, go to the playground, play till it is dark, again wear the tracks, come back to home, again next day. Saturdays was never a Saturday, full day. Sunday was never a Sunday, full day. Deepavali is never a Deepavali for him, full day. And Ganesha Chaturthi was never a Ganesha Chaturthi for him, full day of practice. Because of that consistent efforts that he put in actually materializing his dream, there was no other go. He had to become the god of cricket. So, act in reality. It should not be that you just think in dream and then try to bring it. No distraction is allowed. There will be a lot of hurdles which will come. There will be a lot of obstacles which will come. The moment you get an obstacles, what I told you, you bring your dreams down. Don't change your dream for anybody. Monty Roberts, if it is your dream, who is your teacher to accept it or not? If it is your dream, who is somebody else to accept it or not? Today's result, how will it decide whether tomorrow this will be possible or not? Today's chaiwala will become tomorrow's what? Don't compare. Because yesterday was not equal to today. Today will not be equal to tomorrow. And definitely yesterday will not be equal to tomorrow. Think of this always whenever you think of a dream. Whenever you think of a dream, remember this. Whenever you are trying to become reality, you can remember this beautiful humorous story. There were two friends. One was a complete drunkard. His only job was drink fully the whole night and keep wandering around. And the other one was a priest. He was a very good priest who used to go to the temple, who used to worship, who used to be a priest for the whole day, and that was his nature of job. One day as this priest was coming out, it was an accidental day and it was a Sunday, and he sees his friend who is completely drunk and he is coming and he is not able to stand still, but still he is trying to balance. As soon as he sees the priest, he stops the priest. The priest should simply go, na? Because he is friend, he stops. You started already drinking. What kind of people are you? You don't have any intelligence? This drunkard will get angry. So, आपके पास intelligence है क्या? He says, हाँ? Okay, I'll ask you a question. Give me the right answer. अगर right answer दोगे, मैं आपको रास्ता छोड़ता हूं, नहीं तो आप इधर हम इधर. Okay, ask me a question. The priest says. He says, ये पूरी दुनिया में कौन बड़ा? Who is big? The priest looks. You will be giving an answer depending on what you are influenced. For a frog which is in the pond, which is the biggest dunya, you will say this pond is the biggest dunya because he has not seen anything beyond the pond. So when you describe a dream to somebody else, his dream may be smaller, so he will not be able to analyze. You can't go to an uncle who has failed in business and started one pan wala shop and tell him, uncle, yes beta, uncle, I want to start a business. Then this person looks at him from top to bottom. He says, beta, एक chalk piece लेकर आओ. He will go and get the chalk piece. इधर ऐसे ही mark करो, 3 feet by 3 feet by 3 feet. क्यों अंकल? मार्क करो ना. मार्क कर दिया. उधर आपका नाम लिखो. क्यों अंकल? आप लिखो ना, मैं बोलता हूँ. लिख लिया ना. अभी बिजनेस करो. डेफिनेटली बर्बाद हो जाओगे. इधर ही आओ, मेरा पान के दुकान के बाजू में और एक पान का दुकान लगवा के देता हूँ. Don't go and ask a pan wala. Go and ask Narayan Murthy. I want to start a business. He will give you some idea. If you happen to meet anybody from Wipro, talk to them. They will give you some idea. You cannot ask a failure and decide kaun bada. He says kaun bada, kaun bada. Immediately the priest will get an idea. Temple सबसे बड़ा है ना दुनिया में. He comes and says, एक पूरी दुनिया में temple बड़ा. अभी रास्ता छोड़ो. He says, गलत आंसर. He says, कैसे गलत आंसर? अगर पूरा दुनिया में टेम्पल बड़ा है तो वो धरती के ऊपर कैसे खड़ा? If he is standing on the earth, that means he is smaller only. Then the priest realizes, अरे यार, sorry, धरती बड़ी. Sure, धरती बड़ी? You are not going to say any other answer? No, this is fixed. धरती बड़ी. He says, फिर से झूठ बोला ना. अगर ये धरती बड़ा है तो वो शेषनाग के ऊपर कैसे खड़ा? All of you know that Sheshnag, on that there is earth. He says, how is that? Is धरती शेषनाग के ऊपर खड़ा? Now his friend is completely disturbed. अरे यार मुझे छोड़ दो यार, मैं किसके गले फट गया? नहीं, अभी आंसर दे के बाद में निकलो, बोलो. नहीं, अभी ऐसा है, शेषनाग बड़ा. अच्छा, शेषनाग बड़ा? कभी शिवजी को देखा है? हाँ, देखा हूँ. शिवजी के गले में क्या है? शिवजी के गले में शेषनाग है. अगर शेषनाग बड़ा है तो वो शिवजी के गले में कैसे पड़ा? अरे यार माफ कर दो, शिवजी बड़ा. सच में शिवजी बड़ा? ओके, शिवजी बड़ा है तो शिवजी कहाँ रहते हैं? वैकुंठ में नहीं, कहाँ रहते हैं? कैलाश में. अगर शिवजी कैलाश में रहते हैं तो शिवजी बड़ा है, कैलाश बड़ा? He says, अरे यार कैलाश बड़ा, मुझे छोड़ दो. अगर कैलाश बड़ा है तो हनुमान का उंगली पे कैसे टिका? When Hanuman was sent to get some medicine, he is confused which medicine to get. He helplessly brings the entire Kailash mountain and allows that person to pick up whatever medicine, and that is how the story is. Now he is in an helpless state. He says, "अरे यार तुम भी बोल दो कौन बड़ा?" He says, जो पूरी रात पी के 2 टांग पे खड़ा वो सबसे बड़ा. So with your intelligence, don't compare your yesterday to today, today to tomorrow. A chai wala can become a prime minister. A paper boy can become a president. A teacher who came in an exchange program can become a greatest saint. So everything is possible. Your yesterday cannot be compared to today. Yesterday was a failure. Today it may not be. But today you are a success. Tomorrow you will fail. That should not change your goal. Make one more time, one more attempt. You will become successful. If I fail, make one more time, one more attempt in a different manner. Nobody told Thomas Alva Edison that 9,999 times you have attempted. Don't do the 10,000 times. Even then he wouldn't have stopped. He told, I will do one more attempt because I know 9,999 ways how the bulb cannot be made. If it is made, it is not going to burn consistently. That is the spirit of actually achieving the goal. And he did not give up. Until he achieved, he did not give up. So he had multiple inventions under his cap. You should also do the same thing. Do not allow any distractions. If that person comes drunkard, don't allow him to distract. Continue with whatever you are continuing. And always scold your brain if it doesn't listen to you. Most of the time what happens, your brain will not work on your favor. You say आज से मैं पूरा डाइटिंग करूंगा. After you say आज से मैं पूरा डाइटिंग करूंगा, घर जाओगे तो आपका बीवी ने पूरा प्यारा प्यारा इतना अच्छा खाना बनाया है जो आपका फेवरेट है. आप खाना देखते ही अपने आप को बोलोगे मैं ये नहीं बोल रहा हूँ कि मैं डाइट नहीं करूंगा, मैं कल से जरूर डाइट करूंगा, लेकिन कल से ही शुरू करूंगा. भारत माता की जय. And then you start off. This will not work. When I say scold your brain, every time he makes a mistake, scold your brain and tell no, you're not going to eat it, you're promised. Tendulkar always felt sometime, why am I going for this practice? One day I can skip, but he scolded your brain, no, you're not going to skip. I want to become the best cricketer, you will work. Modi also would have got sometimes this thought process, ek din chutti le lo. No, you're not going to take chutti. Such a big responsibility. With great responsibilities, with great strength comes great responsibility. I have given a greatest strength of becoming a Prime Minister of India. I have a biggest responsibility. I cannot take a break. I cannot take even an hour's break. Even I cannot take a jet lag break. That is our powerful Prime Minister Narendra Modi. You come from US one day, next 2 days you will not know which is day and which is night. And even your food bowl will not be able to react to it. Early in the morning you have a tendency of actually clearing your bowl. You go and sit, your mind and body is confused. Arey yaar, it is still day, night has not come. But the bowl is feeling uncomfortable, but the night has not come. It is completely out of state mind. And you are feeling thirsty, you don't know whether to have breakfast, lunch or dinner, because you are used to a concept of breakfast, lunch and dinner. And that also will not work. So that is what we call it as a jet lag. To come back to the present, it takes at least 8-9 hours. For Modi ji, it is not like that. Morning he is in one place, completed the meeting. Afternoon he is one more place, completed the meeting. Night is one more place, completed the meeting. And late in the night he comes back to his place called as a Home Minister, his Prime Minister office, and then he is also attending a conference. So that is the beauty of it. He always scolds his brain whenever he is distracted. Like Sachin, like Ambani, like Walt Disney, like Monty Roberts, like Gandhi, like Mother Teresa, like Ratan Tata. I have given you all these examples. They always scolded their brain when their brain got distracted and told, I don't want to do this. And leave your dreams and goals inside so much that it should look real inside, then only it will be manifested into real outside. If you cannot think like that, then you are doing a big mistake. That's the reason we say, can you close your eyes and visualize your dream every day for some time? There used to be this greatest bowler. Every time you had to go out to bowl, you used to sit and then dream of actually bowling the perfect ball and getting a wicket. Bowling a perfect ball and getting a wicket. He always dreamt of it, visualized it, and he went to the team, play, used to put the same ball as he visualized, used to get the same kind of wicket. Sometimes people used to get confused, used to call a slip, you be there, you will get a catch. And definitely the catch used to go there. And he used to ask somebody, be at the boundary, I will give him a loose ball, he would give him a loose ball and he used to hit and used to catch. Why? That is what we call manifestation of a dream. A person who is capable of visualizing exactly in this fashion it is going to happen, and if his visualization is deep into his subconscious state and it is in a superconscious state, the universe will take the responsibility of rearranging itself so that the same incidents happen. Most of you can realize this. I know right now this will happen, you can feel. And you will say, see, the boss will come now. And he will say, you are being given a promotion. Immediately the boss will come. Hey guys, I have an announcement. What? Our colleague has been honored with a promotion. We would like to congratulate him. You will be surprised. Everybody is surprised. But how do I know? It's my gut's feeling. That's what is manifestation of a reality. So you will be capable of doing it. Always see, like Sachin, like Ambani, like Walt Disney, like Monty Roberts, like Gandhi, like Mother Teresa, like Ratan Tata, you should start visualizing and living the life inside you as if the dream has become a reality. Only then it will become a reality in the outside world. Have full belief in the dreams and no doubts in your dream. When you have a doubts in your dream, every time the marks came from 80, 90, 70, 60, because you had doubts on your dream. The moment you start doubting, it becomes difficult for you to achieve. The dream will go further away from you, further away from you. Do not have a doubt in your dream. have full belief in your dream and never have a doubts on your dream. That is a very important concept. Next, all of us are product of our belief right now also. If few of you are working in Navy, it was your belief that you could work in Navy and you have come there. If you have completed plus 2, it was your belief. If you have completed engineering, it was your belief. So all of us are the product of our belief, whatever we are today. If Lata Mangeshkar is a singer, it is only because of the product of our belief that she had that she can become a singer. Sachin did not think he can become a singer, so he never attempted to become a singer. His only belief was he could become one of the greatest batsmen, and he did become so. So what are we? We are a product of our belief system. If I look at my path from then till now, I am a product of my belief system. I very seriously thought that I should be an engineer. I was an engineer. After that, I really felt I can be an excellent trainer. Yes, I am at least a good trainer now. All of us are a product of our belief system. All of us did not believe we can become Tendulkar, so we did not make an attempt to hold the bat and continue to practice. It is not that we are bad cricketers, but we did not continue to practice. So, like that, all of us are a product of our dream goals or belief systems. And those who held on to their dream and who believed in their dream, they were the people who manifested the dream into reality. It's a simple understanding. That is how life is. And always remember, God will only fulfill the size of the vessel you carry. Rain will only fulfill the size of the vessel you carry. Assuming it is raining, I call all of you, guys, go and get water. All of you go outside. But what is the water you can get? It depends on what vessel you are carrying. Few of you went with a spoon, you will get a spoonful of water. Few of you went with a glass, you will get a glass full of water. Few of you went with a big bucket, you will get a bucket full of water. Few of you went with the biggest container, you will get a biggest container of water. The rain will never say, I will fulfill this, I will not fulfill this. The conductor will never say, I will give a ticket for this, I will not give a ticket for this. Sir, next stop alla kodakagalla sir, last stop niಮಗೆ ಕೊಡೋದು. No, next stop ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ sir. God will never say next stop ನಾನು ಕೊಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ last stop ಕೊಡೋದು. He will give you whatever stop you ask. It is your decision what stop you are going to ask. The rain will fill the size of the vessel what you carry. Can you increase the size of the vessel? Most of your pan is still smaller. You will have to expand your span, what you call it as a pan size. Expand your container size. The biggest the container God will be ready to give, the more big. And always remember, dreams will be tested. Dreams are not dreams. The moment Tendulkar told, I am going to become the great batsman, people did not come and say, hey, Tendulkar khel raha hai. Tendulkar, we will throw the ball, hit of 100 and then go. They gave him that opportunity. No. When Mother Teresa told she will start free hospitals and free charity to collect funds, she would have actually cried with blood. It was not such an easy task. There were all kinds of people who were there, and collecting funds to build hospitals was never an easy task. Everybody were tested. The abundance of love what she had, I have already shared you. One such time when she was actually asking for the fund, a disturbed businessman who was coming, he looks at her who is asking for a payment. She looks at, shows a small banner where it is being shown there are a lot of leprosy patients. She looks up to the businessman and says, can you please help? The businessman is very angry because he had a very upset meeting, and when she asks and if she puts a ball in front of him, he is completely disturbed. He doesn't know what to do. He spits into the ball. When he spits into the ball, in that moment, all of us would have told, get lost. Otherwise get lost here. We would have told. Mother Teresa immediately picks up her handkerchief which was there. She wipes it, she closes it and she says, I will have this. I'm happy. Can you please help these kids? With this I cannot. This businessman was shaken from the core. He immediately collapses there and he starts crying. Mother Teresa pacifies him and that person becomes the biggest pillar. And that way, it was a testing time for Mother Teresa to accumulate so many like-minded people who wanted to help enough people. And then across the world, the missionaries of charity started. So always remember, we are the product of our belief system. You are what you believe in and you become that which you believe in. And that is what we are. Whatever your dream is, that is what you are going to become. You came here empty-handed. Always remember, this is one of the beautiful saying in Bhagavad Gita. You came here empty-handed and you will leave empty-handed. What is yours today belonged to someone else yesterday and will also belong to someone else tomorrow. So don't think much, keep working, do your karma, and your goal becoming a reality, it automatically will happen. That is what is law of karma. Keep working, keep doing your karma, don't be worried about what the results are going to be, leave the results to him. If it comes up to your satisfaction, fine. If it does not, make one more attempt, one more time with different ingredient. That is what you will have to do. Bounce back and keep working on it. Never settle for anything less. Whenever you are keeping your dreams, never, please, never ever settle for anything less than what you deserve. It's not pride, it's a self-respect. And there is a beautiful statement also that is being made by Chanakya, who says, if you are a good person, it is your moral responsibility to become stinkingly rich. Because in the hands of a good person, if there is more wealth, enough good will happen to the society. If enough good things or good money is there in the hands of Mother Teresa, enough free things will be given to the poor. But the same thing in the hands of a Hitler, the same thing in the hands of any negative terrorist, it is going to create enough blunder in the world. So, if you are good, it has to be your moral responsibility that you will have to become stinkingly rich, because good will happen to the society. But most of the good people are not behind money, they never want to become rich. So what is happening? The enough good that can happen to the society is not happening. So it is Chanakya's words which says, if you are good, it is your moral responsibility to become rich. No one can defeat a powerful mind. No one can defeat a powerful mind. But you yourself will defeat a powerful mind by saying it's not going to be possible. Mind is always powerful, and we always claim to say this. We not even use the 5% of the total capacity of our mind. Before we could fulfill that, our mind is lost. So always remember, next is, whenever we want to fulfill our dream, the 8th important point is, can you hold on to your dream till your last breath? That is very, very important. You should not give up, or you should not come down with your dream. Most of the time, when it becomes a little far away from your reach, you will start thinking, I think it's not going to be possible. It was you who gave up, it was not he who gave up. It is your moral responsibility. Never give up on your dream. At any point of time, all these great people, they never give up on their dream, knowing there were hurdles. There was Sachin, Ambani, Walt Disney, like Monty Roberts, like Gandhi, like Mother Teresa, like Ratan Tata. They never gave up on their dreams. They held on to their dreams until and unless it became a reality. You should also do the same thing. For some reason, if something happens and you die, it is the universe's responsibility. It will reunite you in order to make that as a reality. You have seen what is called as reincarnation. Though Om Shanti Om may not sound so realistic, but the story seems to be very morally right. अगर आप किसी को चाहते हो, अगर आप किसी चीज को ऐसा चाहते हो कि आपको हर दिशा में वो चाहिए ही चाहिए, with the good intention, उसे हासिल करने के इसमें अगर आपका प्राण भी चले जाए, वो पूरा कयामत rearrange करके, it will make that a reality. That is what this movie Om Shanti Om is all about. If you are going to wish something deep from the bottom of your heart, in achieving that you take up your last breath. It is the universe's responsibility to reorganize itself to make you achieve whatever you wanted to achieve, because that is how dreams are going to work. It is the universe's responsibility to fulfill your dream. Later elevated mankind. So breathe your dream, eat your dream, live your dream so much inside that dream should never. We always say this beautiful statement. Dream is not that you get when you sleep. Dream is something which will never allow you to sleep. It will never allow you to close your sleep. सोना नहीं है क्या? नहीं, कल का काम complete करके ही मैं सोता हूँ. It's a goal that I have set on a daily basis. We have short term also, long term goals also, which all of you can understand. Today if I set a goal, मुझे इसे prepare करके ही सोना है, you will not look for time. You will only look for the completion. The moment it is completed, you close. The moment it is not completed, you will continuously keep doing. That is called as a dream. Dream is not that which you close and then you start thinking. Dream is something which does not allow you to sleep. Close your eyes. Dream transforms into thoughts, and thoughts results in reaction. To succeed in your mission, you must have a single-minded devotion to your goal. So the two types of goals what we have seen, these are little technical and theoretical stuff. There is something called a short-term goal, there is something called as long-term goal, all of you know. Short-term goal, something which you want to achieve in a shorter period of time. Long-term goal, something which you want to attain over a period of years, and something over a period of decade also. Over a period of 2 decades, 3 decades, 4 decades, it always is like that. Okay, how do you set a goal? Setting a smart goals is, if goals are around, whenever we say smart goals, we say S-M-A-R-T. Everything actually means something. S stands for you will have to be very specific what the goal is. You cannot be shallow. I want to go for the best job. What is your best job? Define. Be specific. You cannot simply say, I want to marry a perfect woman. What is that perfect woman in your mind? I want to have my own dream house. What is the dream house? Monty Roberts told it's an 100 acres land. Monty Roberts told there will be a school. Monty Roberts told there will be a playground. Monty Roberts told there will be a house. Monty Roberts was very clear about his goal. So be very specific what you want and let it be measurable. S-M-A-R-T. Your goal has to be measurable. It cannot be I want to run a kilometer better. No, I want to improve my run by 30 seconds every kilometer. It is a reality. नहीं मैं स्लिम हो जाऊंगा. एटलीस्ट एक वीक के लिए कुछ तो फिक्स करो. कितना है आपका फैमिली पैक? अभी 36 है. एक वीक में एटलीस्ट 35.5 जरूर. दैट इज मेजरेबल. सिंपली स्लिम हो जाऊंगा, स्लिम हो जाऊंगा, स्लिम हो जाऊंगा. क्या स्लिम हो जाएगा? कभी मेजर किया? नहीं, मेरा शर्ट मुझे लग रहा है लूज है, इसीलिए मैं स्लिम हो गया. वो लूज नहीं है, आपका बीबी ने उसे लूज किया है क्योंकि आपका पेट इतना बाहर आ रहा था. सो लूज शर्ट पहने से आपका पेट रहने से भी नहीं दिखता पेट है, क्योंकि उसके दोस्त ने बताया कि पेटू से कब शादी किया. शादी करके वो शादी के टाइम में वो चपाती ये था. शादी के बाद मेरे से जब मिलावट हुआ उसके बाद में पूरी बन गया. जब बच्चे हो जाएगा मेरे को वो बटूरा बन गया, मैं भी बटूरा बन गया. अभी क्या करूं? सो आपका बीबी ने उसे लूज किया, आपने लूज नहीं किया. सो यू शुड हैव ए मेजरेबल गोल. द मेजरेबल गोल इज इंपॉर्टेंट एंड इट शुड बी अटेनेबल. व्हाट इज अटेनेबल? गोल मस्ट बी समथिंग यू आर केपेबल ऑफ रीचिंग. 100 किलोमीटर्स आपको क्रॉस करना है तो फ्रॉम मेजेस्टिक टू कोरमंगला जाना है तो आफ्टर 10 मिनट्स डबल रोड एटलीस्ट यू शुड हैव रीच्ड. So that is what I say, attainable. In the right direction you are going. Otherwise, if it is going in the reverse direction, it doesn't work. Sometimes the goal will be so confusing because it will never be visible to your eyes. Sometimes it is like that. When you sow a seed, you put water. अभी क्यों नहीं है? अभी क्यों नहीं है? अरे यार अभी नहीं आएगा, 2-3 दिन छोड़ो. ओके, फिर से वाटर डाला, अभी क्यों नहीं आया? क्यों नहीं देखता हूँ. नो, वो मर जाएगा. मत देखो, पानी डालो, ट्रस्ट. मत देखो, पानी डालो. पेट क्यों अंदर नहीं गया? पेट क्यों अंदर नहीं गया? और थोड़ा वॉकिंग करो, और थोड़ा एक्सरसाइज करो, बाद में थोड़ा थोड़ा जाएगा. पहली दफा जब जाना है, it will take few months, and then once it starts slimming, it becomes very fast. So when you see it's not coming, it's not coming, it's not coming, it sprouts, and then slowly it starts sprouting. There is one such bamboo which we call it as a Chinese bamboo. Why we speak about Chinese bamboo is, in Chinese bamboo it is very difficult to understand attainable. Why? When you put this Chinese bamboo seed down inside, first the roots become stronger. The growth will not happen upwards, the growth will happen downwards. Sometimes attainable will not be visible because the growth is happening downwards. All that extra muscle mass and fat mass between the muscle will be removed, and then it will come to the stomach part and the back part. So the roots will become stronger and stronger, it will go deep, but it's not visible. For 1 month it will not be visible. For second month starting also it won't be visible. Slowly you will see one small sprout. In 15 days it will cross. In 15 days it will cross 9 feet, 10 feet, 12 feet. Go on Google online about Chinese bamboo. Your goals have to be like that. The roots have to be strong. When the roots are strong, you don't know, logarithmically your goal will go like this. Initially it was never known Kantara is going to be like this. First day not even in the theaters it was houseful. Slowly people went and told others. Slowly people went and told others. It was only branching. People did not come. What you went and told Kantara is a good movie. Hey, chalo, hey boss, movie जा रहा. You will go? No. It is there in your mind. After a few days, he will also, sir also will call. It's a good movie. After a few days, he will also call. It's a good movie. Then I will make an attempt to go to that movie. So the roots are grown, it becomes stronger and stronger, and then when the sprouting starts, it becomes viral. It becomes so much viral that within no time, 11 feet, 12 feet, 20 feet taller the bamboo will grow. That is how. Goals must be something you are capable of reaching. Which one should be better goal? So for that, consulting a mentor is important. But consult a mentor who know about Chinese bamboo. You go to a person who only knows about Indian bamboo. अगर अभी तक वो ऊपर नहीं आया है तो नीचे कुछ गड़बड़ है, निकालना पड़ेगा. No, don't ask him. Don't ask the pan wala. Ask the right kind of mentor. What is it? Next is relevant. S-M-A-R-T. Relevant. What does S stands for? Specific. M stands for everybody. Measurable. S stands for? Specific. M stands for? A stands for? I will help my team to win Super Bowl. No. Reality is, I will rehabilitate my knees so that I can play football again next season. Because which one is the right goal? When I say goal must be something you are capable of reaching. You are having an injury, you cannot go and play there. It is not going to be possible in 1 month. So, next is relevant. Make goals that are important to you and your lifestyle. It has to be. When you go and watch a movie, he becomes successful. You will not. Practically, when I see some of those brand ambassadors promoting the products, and when you watch a movie and come back, what are we doing? We are making them rich. Are you becoming rich? Are you learning something out of it? Definitely not. So, make the goals that are important to you and your lifestyle. Which goal is better for a teacher? If I am asking you this, my goal is to discover a cure for cancer. No. My goal is to inspire at least one student to become a doctor to research this one. Because cancer cure has been happening, it's a continuous process. You cannot. But if you can influence enough people to get onto the research team, maybe when so many people research, there is a chances that if the cancer is detected in stage 1, stage 2, it is completely recoverable. Most of the time we go. Then all goals has to be time bound. My goal has to be having a deadline. So your goal is not unending. It cannot be infinite time mein main aisa karunga. No. My goal has to be able to run an half marathon. My goal is to run in an half marathon by May 2016. Here, this is a attainable. We have given what is called as a time bound. In this, there is no time bound. मुझे शादी जरूर करना है. कब करोगे? Next year करूँगा. At the age of 20. Then after 40, मुझे शादी जरूर करना है. कब करना है? Next year. After 10 years, I meet him. He's 60. मुझे शादी जरूर करना है. कब करना है? Next year. But it becomes 80. मुझे शादी करना है. जरूर करना है. कब करेगा कोई? अभी करूँगा. नहीं होगा. कोई आपसे शादी नहीं करेगा. क्योंकि आपका टाइम बाउंड लैप्स हो गया. There is a shelf life for everything. In whatever form you are, which lady will accommodate you? Only a lady who is having churi in her hand, she will accommodate you. Come, come, you want to die? Shadi karna hai. So it doesn't work like that. It has to be the time bound, everything. So that is what we call it as SMART. Defining a goal, what do I want? Action steps. These are the 3 main steps. I'll be sharing this with all of you. You can share with your subordinates when you will have to take the same class on goal setting. There is a 3 possible questions that you will have to answer whenever you are defining a goal. Define the challenge. Why do you want it? Goal. What do I want it? What are the action steps? How will I get it? Slowly you will start getting these answers. And action steps, what you are going to take, and target dates. So the 4 important questions that you will have to ask yourself when you are defining a goal. Next, we always ask you to create one is dream chart or a goal chart. One more is a goal. You can call it as a tabular column of a goal. First goal, second goal, how I did it, the best thing about trying to reach this goal. Like that, if you can create some write-ups, there are a lot of such beautiful write-ups. I wanted to share all this, I'll be sharing it. And there is a self-assessment form. Try to find out defining a goal and how it has worked till now and what else you can do. and there is a goal measuring. I have achieved this, I have achieved this, I have achieved this. That's it. If there is any questions, you can ask. Otherwise, a big round of applause for me. And thank you for all of you for giving me this wonderful opportunity. And yeah, one of you can come and end my talk, and then we will take a break. And